One of the things I've found in life is that with great power, with great blessings, comes a related cost. If you're intelligent, if you're good at school, you never have to learn study habits or discipline. So you get good marks, but you're not going to be good at educating yourself. If you're born physically fit, or if you achieve physical fitness, you're going to be expected to do all the heavy lifting. And if you're Chad, you can get away with anything. Except nobody can get away with anything whatsoever. Even if you get away with it, you're still going to pay for it. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch. And one of the ways that Chad runs into this is with infidelity. Now, women, they want the best man that they can find. Good-looking, charismatic, smart, rich, handsome, muscular, etc. They want the best. And one of the ways that they can tell that a man is the best is if other women also want that man. So this leads to an interesting situation where if you are sleeping around on a woman, it actually winds up making her want you even more. Now listen, I'm not talking about the beta bucks guy that cheats on his wife with a stripper while he's down in Vegas. No, that's an insult to her because she's already, in her mind, she's already lowering her standards to sleep with this guy. And the fact that beta bucks would dare cheat on her, it's like, nah, you need to be crushed. But if you're Chad, if you've really captured a woman, if you've captured her heart, sleeping around with her on her will make her want you more. Now, if you're single, if you're just playing the field, if you're sleeping with the tots, this works to your advantage. It's called spinning plates. And I think most guys have had this experience where everything's going great for them, there's plenty of women, and then they break up with their girlfriend, the other woman doesn't respond, and boom, you go through 3 months of absolutely nothing. Women want men that other women want as well. And listen, don't get all moralistic about the tots, okay? The tots are using a selection process that is getting them Chad. It's getting them the casual encounters. And changing that selection process, that's on them. If you don't sleep with her, it's going to be some other Chad that sleeps with her. What I'm talking about here is when you've found a woman that you want to date, that you want to marry, that you can see a future with. A good woman. Not a woman that's still wrapped up in the feminist ideology that she was taught in university. I mean, that's a whole thing right there. You get these girls, they go to first-year university, they shave half their head, dye the other half blue, go on and on about how much they hate men and they're all rapists and all this. Guys, that 90% of the time, that's no different than when a little 10-year-old girl has a crush on a boy in the schoolyard and she just runs up to him and says, "I hate you." It's actually kind of tragic. That's what a lot of these feminist girls are doing. They're running, "I hate you. Please give me attention." But even if you understand that, they need to grow up and stop acting like they're in elementary school. So I'm not talking about feminist women. You don't want that negative energy in your life. And I'm not talking about tots that are just out for a good time because, hey, girls, they like to have fun. I'm talking about when you find a woman that you've really captured her heart. You see a future with her, and she is just head over heels with you. The thing is that if you're Chad, those same skills that you use to spin plates, well, you can use those with her. You can cheat on her, and she will forgive you every single time. In fact, she will want you even more, and she will work even harder to get you back. Whether this means she loses weight, or she gets a nose job, whatever it might be. She will engage in self-improvement to win you back when you cheat on her. And so this seems like a win-win for Chad, doesn't it? He gets the stable woman, and he gets to have a few plates spinning on the side. So it seems win-win. But it's not. When you cheat on a woman, you wound her. You harden her heart. You take one of those velvet folds where you used to dwell inside of her and you calcify it. She'll engage in self-improvement, but she's not improving herself for good reasons. She's not doing it for her own sake. She's not doing it out of love for you. She's now doing it to ensnare you. Your infidelity makes her want you more? Well, that's a very manipulative tactic. And what she's doing in reverse, improving herself so that she's irresistible and she can capture all your attention. Well, look at the word I just used there, capture. She's ensnaring you. When you cheat on a woman, she loses the ability to love. Bit by bit, she hardens her heart. You harden her heart by doing that. And yes, she wants you more, but she is less and less of a loving human being because you've wounded her so deeply. You've calcified this part of her. And she will work to get you, but she's going to be trying to get you in the wrong way. Us men, we have a lot of power over women. In fact, if you look at the whole feminist movement, doesn't it strike you as women that have been wounded in this way, that have had those velvet folds just torn out of them, and they're angry at men for having this power over them, and they try and go about re-seizing this power in the most autistic way possible, as if having a career is going to change the fact that she's going to fall madly in love with Chad, and if he's a bad man, Chad will cheat on her. But we have a lot of power over women. We're stronger than them. We're emotionally, we're more stable. We're the rock that they need to cling on to. And when a woman truly falls for you, then you dwell within her. Like you do literally genetically, there's microchimerialism, but emotionally, you just dominate her so completely. And as men, if we are going to be good, righteous, Chadly men, it's up to us not to abuse that power. It's up to us to cherish a woman who loves us. You know, it's not dissimilar from children. When you're a parent, your children have no choice about loving you. If you're a really bad parent, they might hate you, but they'll never be indifferent. Children cannot choose to be indifferent. They will either love you or hate you. They'll never move on from you. And if you forget their birthdays, if you don't show up to their soccer practice, if you, oh, I'm sorry, it just happened again, they will always, always, always come back. But it hurts them. It deeply, deeply hurts them. And so as men, as powerful men, because it is incumbent upon you as a male to become virtuous, to become virile, to become a vir, a powerful man. As a powerful man, it's incumbent upon us to be good custodians of those who are under our leadership. So that's the curse of Chad. He can get away with absolutely anything. and yet you never get away with anything at all. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch. You'll always pay the piper. So, watch how you behave, folks. Deus Volt. Aurini out.